Is this sort of a homecoming for you back in Rochester?
Rochester's always felt like home. Small little area, like the barn compared to some of the bigger barns and stuff like that. That's kind of feels more at home for me. I played junior in a small barn. I played, senior in a small barn, and now I get to do it here. It's great. I like it. It feels good.
I guess in the Wells Fargo Center in Philly, but what was your experience like with the Wings?
I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I won. I met a lot of really nice people. The only downside of that was my wife and kids couldn't come to every game and stuff like that. So a big draw for me was the certain people on this team who put my name out there into the ether towards Dan Carey, and also knowing that my wife and kids and my parents and my siblings could come watch and stuff like that.
When you this team that you were sharing a locker room with, what do you see? You look at the team, the players that you're sharing this locker room with. What do you see in terms of that talent?
Yeah, and I say that with a smile on my face because when you're surrounded by that much talent, if you direct your stuff in a positive way and just stay within yourself, really good things are going to happen.
It's been a while I've seen you play here, so I don't know if this is an elevator pitch, but I mean, how would you describe your game?
Simple. Box out, help, lots of talk. Make sure if I am not easy to play, if I'm hard to play against, or if the other team's complaining about the way I'm playing, then I'm doing my job. If I come through a game with somebody not yelling at me, or someone at least not staring at me in the wrong way, then I didn't have a good game.
Collectively, just about this team's back end, it seems like that was something that Knighthawks wanted to address in the offseason, yourself being one of their acquisitions. But defensively, how deep does this team look?
You can kind of do it by the guys that are going to be healthy tonight. Those guys could be in a lineup on a lot of other teams and stuff like that. So that is good in a way, that the healthy competition, and then you also got to respect those guys. Those guys want to be in the lineup, so you better bring everything you got, because it's disrespectful to those guys who aren't in the lineup tonight.
A different player now than when you were last year?
Yeah, I've always been on that fine line between a penalty and a good play. So I've been that, but more on the good play side, where my penalty minutes were probably much higher when I first came here as a younger guy. I'm not as animated. I've had a lot of teammates tell me through the 2 years that I'm pretty animated, and then when you watch the video and you sit there and you kind of have a chuckle or you shake your head, you got to kind of bring that in, because it's easy to get along with a referee if you're showing them respect on the floor.